Hello everyone, we are going to discuss about data science. What is data science and how we are using data science in day-to-day life and how data science is mostly widely used in industry in our day-to-day life. We can see the different online system, payment portals, e-commerce website, medicine, finance, and every aspects of human life, we can see data science is making a huge space and is widely used. We can see different kind of data, textual, audio, video, images, every kind of data we can see in today's life. What is data science? So data science is the study of data to extract meaningful insights for business or its particular domain. So where we can relate the data with every domain so that it can be widely used. So how data science is used in industry and how we can learn data science in our day-to-day life. So let's have a look. Data science is the combination of different subjects, you can say, or different fields. So use of or combining those fields, there is something called data science, which we use to explore the data. So basically, it consists of programming language, database, visualization, statistics, and machine learning models. A programming language is must in data science. Basically, programming language is a medium to learn data science or to explain or explore various components of data science so we can see the different insights or views of data. Database is used to collect the data, as we can see from the name itself. And visualization is again the aspect of data mining, which consists to visualize the different patterns or insights from the data. And from there, we have a little bit part of mathematics and statistics, where we can see the different aspect, mathematical and statistical aspect of data. And after that, we learn the machine learning algorithm. So how we are going to train the data, we are going to build the machine learning algorithm and deploy this algorithm for real world use. So there are different modules in data science, so which we will learn. So mostly modules start with the Python. This is a programming language or a medium to use to learn the data science. After that, we followed by statics, Tableau, MySQL, advanced Excel, machine learning algorithms. So let's see what we learn in the Python. So Python is basically an object-oriented programming language, very easy to useful and easy to learn also. So basically in Python, we'll cover the introduction, basic coding, how we are going to start with Python, and the basic fundamentals of Pythons like function, pandas, NumPy, scikit-learn, matplotlib, and seaborn. Matplotlib and seaborn are mostly used for the visualization, while pandas and NumPy used for the analysis purpose. And functions, conditional statements, loops, we will learn for the coding of the Python. So once we will be okay with the Python, we will jump into the analysis part, which will start from the pandas NumPy. In those part, we will cover how to handle the data in Python, getting insight from data in Python, and dealing with other difficulties in data like missing values, outliers, and training the model. For the training the model also, we will do in the Python only. The statics part, so in statics part, the measure or there are like different kind of data in the our data science we use. So there are mostly numbers, textual data, or the images, videos, audios. So how we are going to deal different kind of data in data science. For those, there are some concepts of mathematics we use to solve the data. So in the initial stage, we got data in different stages. They can be structured or unstructured. So we will work on both the kind of data. If we get unstructured data, we have to structure the data and then work. So with the help of Python, Excel, we can clean and pre-process the data so we can use it to extract the meaningful insights out of it. So let's see the what we'll see the portion of statics, measure of central tendency, so numerical features of data like mean, mode, median, and the spread of data, and how we are going to use these tools in the data to get insights. After that, we will see quartile, standard deviation, and variance to find out the particular spread or means of data. Regression to find out the best linear relationship between the two numerical variables, and then sample size distribution and hypothesis testing to test with the correlation among the independent variable or columns of the data features of the data. After that, we will see the Tableau. So Tableau is most widely used for visualization purpose. So it provides us a great layout to visualize our data. So we have predefined charts we use to draw using some Tableau commands. So Tableau commands are basically drag and drop options. So we drag and drop the features in the particular dimension and we get the desired output. So we'll cover with the Tableau introduction, visual perception, charts and graph, dashboard, storytelling, Tableau function. So there are different versions of visualizing any data. So seeing a tabular complete data on seeing the same data on the some plots or graphs. As we know, the mind captures the visual very much. So instead of looking at the complete part of data in the textual format, the charts or graphs make it easy to capture insights from the data. So we'll learn to draw the different kind of charts using Tableau. So Tableau is a very good layout for the plotting or the graphing of the data. So basically, we can see starting from the introduction, how we will treat the data in Tableau, how to load the data in Tableau, and how to convert the different data types in Tableau. Once we will done with the data pre-processing, we will jump into the plotting part. So where we will learn the different measures, steps, and the different methods to draw the different kind of parts as desired. So depending on the categorical or numerical feature of the data, we will plot the different kind of sheets. Using those sheets or the graph, we will create the particular dashboard. So we will learn the deployment of those dashboard, how we are going to deploy those dashboard on the running data, or we create different kind of projects related to dashboard. And after dashboard, come to storytelling of the data that combines the combination of dashboard and sheets. And there are different Tableau functions which provide us easy access to different kind of views, and so we can create a good and better visualization for our project. Once we're done with the Tableau, we will look into the MySQL. So as we know, we collect the data in the different platforms. So there are most of the company are collecting the data at the different databases. So they are online databases servers, Amazon Web Services, Azure, Microsoft services, and other services are in the market. Oracle also is there. So MySQL is work on the SQL Server where the database are or the different kind of data are stored. So we have to learn how to store the data, how to fetch the required data out of that particular database. For that, the MySQL we learn. So MySQL is the language using which we can fetch the data from the database. So MySQL is a kind of standard language for the fetching the data from the database using queries. So we design some kind of queries to extract the desired data out of the database. So MySQL is a standard which we can apply on the different kind of data set with little bit of modifications. So in MySQL, we will learn different kind of databases, relational database management system, using ER diagram, how to collect the data in the database with a kind of schema, what kind of schema to design, and what the kind of combination of tables to design to collect the data. There are different kind of keys to connect the data or to identify the data in the particular tables or in the complete schema on the database. Different kind of constraint to define, collect, and fetch the data. Operators and function, different kind of joins, so we can join the different tables. And in the end, so we learn about the different kind of queries to fetch the required data, categorical, numerical, or whatever chunk of data we can fetch using queries in MySQL. So MySQL provide a great layout to fetch the data with the help of queries. Once we will done with the MySQL, we'll jump into the advanced Excel. So Excel, as we all know, in Excel, we can see the data is completely in the form of tables. So they are like rows and column combinations. So we'll deal to learn the pre-processed data there in the Excel itself, or in the different kind of visuals we can see in the Excel, different kind of method to clean, fill, or manipulate the data. So basically, we'll start with the introduction and we'll see the different functions. We look up, H lookup, sorting the data, creating, filling the data, and different kind of things, sorting and filtering data, working with reports, formatting, what if analysis, and different kind of charts. So this will cover in the advanced Excel. So we'll learn different techniques to deal with the data in the Excel. So when we will done with the data, so we will jump into the machine learning. Before coming to machine learning, we have to standardize the data in the particular form so that we can apply machine learning algorithm to that particular data. For that, we have to pre-process the data, which we will do using the NumPy, Pandas, and different libraries in the Python itself. So once we're done with the data, we process the data, remove the unnecessary noise from data, and they convert data in the numerical format for machine learning algorithm. So once the data is ready for the machine learning algorithm, we will apply the required machine learning algorithm. Again, in machine learning algorithm, there are different types of learning for it depends on the data. So basically, in supervised learning, we study about the data with labels. So in the data set, we have independent variable and dependent variable. So when there are dependent variable available in data set, we learn about supervised learning with the labels. Again, supervised learning are there two types depending on the independent variable of data. For example, if we are working on the prediction of numbers. Numbers means prices, temperature, these kind of continuous data. So basically, we apply the regression supervised learning. And if we are dealing with the categorical prediction, like yes, no, bar, binary prediction, so we apply the supervised learning for those. So now coming to unsupervised learning. So when we don't have the labels in data, so first of all, we have to find out the labels associating with the data. Basically, we have to find out a dependent variable in our data set. For that, there are different clustering methods. So a same kind of data clusters. Generally, what happens in data, like same kind or same class of the data groups at the same feature space. So there are different clustering techniques we use for that. Most widely used are radical clustering, agglomerative clustering, or k-mean clustering. So we use those clustering algorithm for the unsupervised learning. So using those clustering or the algorithms, so we assign the labels to our data. Using those labels, we will again resume the learning. So once the labels are assigned, so labels will be either numbers or the categorical. So depending on that, so supervised learning will be applicable. So in unsupervised learning, we will do all these things. Now come with the predictive analysis. So when we will done with the training of our data in the particular machine learning algorithm, so we have to trace the model and we have to find out the optimum machine learning algorithm for our data set. For this, we can use different kind of algorithm, different number of algorithm at once or at a different place to hyper tune those models to get the optimum model for our data set. So once we're done with the training and testing of the machine learning algorithm, we will jump into the predictive analysis. So using those particular algorithm, whatever we train the machine learning algorithm, will jump into the prediction. How we are going to predict those particular data set, and we'll get the we'll jump into the predictive analysis. So in the last, after with the predictive analysis, the data science part will be covered up. So once we'll learn about the machine learning algorithm, we will see different kind of case studies. So in what scenario, which algorithm to apply, or for what kind of data set, which approach to choose for the analysis. And again, for the analysis purpose, what kind of tools and technique, when to use, which plots to draw at what time, or what pipeline to follow. Like we give you the data and We will tell you that where to start and where to resume until where you have to work on the data. For that, we will see the different kind of case studies, and we'll along with that we will do multiple projects related to supervised learning, unsupervised learning, data analysis, regression, and classification. And in the final, we see the predictive analysis of those projects. And along with that, we'll also cover the interview questions. So, what are the most frequently asked questions? How to answer in the data science interview? What approach we can apply to connect the interviews related to data science? So, there are the great hands-on experience we have to do in the data science. Thank you all.